Welcome everyone to the UK Journeyman. As you can see, this is a bit of an odd screen to start on. The reason being is that I recorded about 4 minutes of an intro and then realised my mic wasn't on. So I've actually entered a game. I don't think I could get back, so I'll just have to give you the lowdown after the game. But essentially, we are just winning games all the time. We have signed one new player, Greenwood. Not that Greenwood, different Greenwood. I'll show you him after the game. But yeah, I did like a 4-minute intro and then realised the mic wasn't turned on, and now I can't get out of this. So we're just going to play the game. We've got 2 games today, one against Reading in the league, and then one against QPR in the third round of the FA Cup. But basically, just to recap what I said off camera now, I guess, we've really just won games. So since the last episode, we've only lost 1 game, I think, in the league. We're still in the Crap Cup, which is actually, we've got a game in between this and the FA Cup, which we will just instant result. And then, yeah, then we've just been winning lots and lots of games. We lost 1 game in the league to Wickham. Other than that, we've been winning games. If I just throw up the league table for us, we can take a look. We are miles ahead. We are 12 points ahead of Reading. A win today would be 15 points, I think, if my maths is right. No, we would be, if they'd lose a point, we'd gain 2, so we'd be 15 points ahead. Crazy. We are so far ahead. I think there's no doubt we're going to get promoted. So realistically, as long as we win this, I think it's not a done deal. There's still obviously lots of games left, but we are very much looking like a good side. The team we've gone with is Sharman Low in goal, back four is Schmidt, Jamison, Twanzebe, Stevenson. Ridgeon is in because Yalcoy is away in international duty with Marley, so he's going to be away until pretty much all of Jan. He's partnering up with Lindores. We've got Thompson on the right, Ramsey on the left, Kenny and Mahuka up front. Reason being is that Potts is injured. We've had a couple injuries, which is why we signed that new boy. We'll take a look at him when he inevitably comes on in today's game. But yeah, we've just been so good. Now, obviously, if Reading do win today, that does make things a little bit more interesting. I still think we're miles ahead, so I'm not too worried about it. I think promotion is pretty much guaranteed. It's just whether we win the league title. But honestly, we've been so good. We're so far ahead, and we're winning. Lindores makes it 1-0. Just his second goal all season, but he's been a very decent player. Another one that's been key in the machine that is Mansfield Town at the minute. We just don't lose games. We are just so good. Like I say, I think we've lost 2 all season in the league. I think, it's every chance we're winning the league. I think we're just so far ahead of every other side. It's really quite surprising. I wasn't actually expecting this. Obviously, we lost on the opening day, so I really wasn't expecting this sort of form. We've massively just adjusted with the new side, and obviously the new signings as well that came in after that. The centre halves on loan have made a huge difference, and we're just so good. We just get in behind, get the ball in. We've scored. Roy Kenny scored, but I think he's actually offside. They've definitely updated the game because this used to show offside straight away when you were offside, but now it actually shows you the goal and then shows you that, which I actually prefer because it keeps you guessing a little bit more. Obviously, previously you were kind of just seeing you were offside straight away. But Reading have definitely been the better side this half, but we are winning. So and that's another thing as well. Like even games where we're not playing very well, we're just ending up winning the game like 1-0, 2-1. We just get the results. We don't concede a lot, but we just score so many. We're usually even games where we're defensively quite poor, where we concede 3, we then go and score 3 or score 4. So we're a very good attacking side. Mahuka, I mean, the fact that we've not had any bids for any of these players, obviously we are in January now, is surprising. I would expect by the end of the window we will have had bids, but ideally we're going to hold on to all of them. We'll just tell the boys not to get complacent, but yeah, ideally we'll hold on to everyone. And from there, I guess we'll try and add where we need to. But honestly, I don't think we need to make any big signings. We obviously don't have a lot of money left. So if we, go out and get someone, we are not wasting money, but do we need it for this season when we're already probably going to win the league? Seems like we could just stick with the squad we've got. We have signed one player for depth, but he's got a bit of potential. Like I say, we'll take a look at him after the game, or if he comes on, if it's possible, in the match engine. I'm not sure if you can look at players in the match engine, but I mean, he's actually going to bring him on now because we're winning, and I want to get him some minutes as he's not fit. Here he is, Jashade Greenwood. He signed on a deal till 2033, so till the end of next season. As you can see, he's pretty quick. He's not got the best current ability. He's a good League 2 player, I think, but he's got championship potential. He's very quick and he's very decent on the ball. His mentals, I think, as a striker, probably let him down a little bit. But we're going to give him a chance. We're going to bring him on. We'll bring him on for Kenny. He's actually shows us a little bit better than Kenny and the star rating, so not a bad option at all. Definitely someone I want to give more game time to. 22 years old, obviously still got lots of room to grow. So hopefully there's a player there. We're not paying him much. I think he's agreed to be a fringe player as well, so he's going to be happy just sitting on the bench. Like I say, lots of pace, can get him behind hopefully, and hopefully offer us something a little bit different up front. Like I say, we just needed some options, but he's very quick. And one thing I've noticed since making the signings we have this season, pace seems to be very, very important for our style, the way that we attack pretty relentlessly. If we can get balls in behind, get players, playing balls in behind, it seems to work a treat. But was going to make a sub, but it looks like we've got a highlight. And the ball is just getting headed around with a bit of head tennis. Still 1-0. I haven't really seen Reading create anything. Match stats wise, they've definitely matched us, if not better than us. But they've not really done anything with the ball, or at least not in the highlights. But they are getting themselves forward here. An effort from distance rattles the crossbar, but Stevenson can clear. Reading, though, still with the ball at their feet. Swing one in, but Sharman Lowe comes out. Calmly and coolly collects it. I don't know if I mentioned in the last episode, but Sharman Lowe signed a new deal, so he's going to be here till the end of next season. I think he's probably not good enough for the Championship, so we'll probably try and sign a Championship-worthy keeper. But if we do have to just stick with Sharman Lowe, like I say, it's not the worst in the world. Definitely ended up being a better signing than I thought. I wasn't expecting him to be decent. We got a couple of tired legs, so we'll make a few subs. Roddy can come on for Lindores. Evans can come on for Twanzebe. Potter's not fully fit. We'll bring him on and play him there. We'll bring Matty Elliott on as well. Elliott was one of those youngsters we signed in the summer. He's been sitting in the under-21s. Like I say, we're a little bit short on numbers, so we've just included him, bringing him on as a sub, just kind of playing him anywhere and anywhere, really. He's played centre-half, he's played left-back, kind of just fitting him on. If we're winning by like 2 or 3 goals, I just play him anywhere just to give other players a bit of a rest. But obviously we've gone a little bit risky here, playing Potts at right-back, and it may have actually... I was going to say it may have backfired, but thankfully their striker had a pretty poor finish one-on-one with Sharman Lowe, and he's placed it straight into his hands. Decent save, though, from Sharman Lowe to deny. But yeah, we've definitely not been the better side here. I mean, it's been pretty even, but it looks like we're going to get 3 points. But there is a late highlight here, and hopefully we don't do anything daft, and hopefully we just get the 3 points. But yeah, we are so far ahead at the top. I'm probably not going to come back for too many more episodes this season because it looks like we're just sort of running away with it. So I think really the main focus will turn to the FA Cup. Obviously, we've got QPR. Mahuka just confirming it with a late goal. He has scored so many goals this year. How we're keeping this boy, I don't know. He has got a release clause, and I think it's about 10 mil. So if someone wants to pay 10 mil, and I think they have to be in the Championship. It can't be a League One club. Or a foreign club. So if they want to play 10 mil for him, they can. But I don't think anyone's going to be paying that for a striker doing well in League One. I think that's a little bit high up. Maybe if he was scoring this many in the Championship, definitely. But yeah, great result. Again, just once again, yeah, we're just so far ahead. And we'll take a quick look at the league, though, at the fixtures. So yeah, last time we were here was around here. And as you can see, I mean, I'll just quickly go through the games. You can pause it or have a keen eye if you want to see who the goal scorers are. But you can't use the arrows, that's annoying. We are just scoring goals for fun. We're winning most games. Like I said, we had 1 loss against Wickham. But other than that, we're just picking up points so often. We're such a good side. It's unbelievable how good we are because I don't think season preview-wise, we were actually expected to be at the top. I think we were maybe 6th or something. All right, now with the new signings and whatever, we're 2nd. So actually, we are still overperforming. Coventry are actually really underperforming, being down in 6th. But yeah, honestly, the season preview is pretty spot on. We're near the top. Reading are near the top. Peterborough probably overperformed as well. So Peterborough and Reading actually overperformed. And there's a couple of teams obviously near the bottom who are probably underperforming. So yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there and we'll come back for the QPR game. Like I said, we've got the Crap Cup in between. So for our second game of the episode, we've got QPR, Championship QPR in the FA Cup. We did go out in the Crap Cup to Bolton on penalties, but we rotated the side. But we're back, full strength side, everyone's fully fit, and this is the side we're going with for the big fixture in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. We've got Sharman Lowe in goal, back 4 of Schmidt. Twanzebe comes in because Jamison is suspended. He's going to partner up to Evans and Stevenson. Ridgen in for Yalkoi, obviously still away on international, next to Lindores. Potts on the right, Ramsey on the left, Mahuka and Tynan Thompson back up front. because Kenny is ineligible because he's actually on loan from QPR. So we've got 3 players out. Jones is still injured as well, but we probably wouldn't be bothered about him anyway. We are trying to find a loan for Matty Elliott, but nothing's really bitten as of yet. Him and Snape are probably the ones where we're looking at probably moving on. But for now, we don't really have the numbers, so we'll probably keep them just for this season and then look to move them on next season. But yeah, this is the side we're going with. Like I say, we're in such good form. It's a shame we lost in the cup before this, the other cup, but we did rotate the sides. I don't think it's going to affect these boys too much. We basically rotated as many players as we can because we just don't care about it. Apparently the board were very upset we actually lost, which is interesting. I don't know why they care so much, but bank balance wise, we are a little bit hemorrhaging money. We've only got about 200k left in the bank, so I do think by the end of the season we'll be in the red. So unless we get a big offer for someone, there is a good chance we will be in negative money. But I think with the sponsorship comes in, I think there's also a solidarity scheme and payment, I think, for League One as well. So I think we'll be fine. Like I say, if we might get a big offer for a player as well. But one thing that will help the money is if we can get a bit of a cup run going. Obviously, we've done okay so far. I think it was Solihull Moors of the National League, either National League or National League North, and then Lincoln of League Two, and we absolutely just ripped past both of them. So this is our first real test. Now, this is the first test we've got against a side that we'll probably be, in and around next season. Obviously, these are mid-table in the Championship, so it's not a million miles away. I thought they'd scored there, but Sharman Lowe must have saved it. I think that must have been Tommy Conway with the effort. Former Borough, well, he's Borough in real life, but he must have moved in the game. But yeah, their left back's actually someone I tried to sign as well recently. He was available, Thierry Small, but he wanted like 20 grand. So clearly he was a good player. And he's obviously gone to QPR, to Queen's Park Rangers. So we'll see how he fares. Their left wing back, he's someone. We're at that point now where I'm starting to recognise a lot of their players. They've got Jana Hoover as well. I think he was a Liverpool youngster or Brentford, maybe both. And then I think that was Nathan Wood as well, another Borough boy. So yeah, and not ideal because we're missing Jamison. I think he would have been, obviously, he's a big part of our defence. We are going to miss these loans as well at the end of the season. We will have to replace them regardless of what league we're in. But definitely going to have a big replacement job for all of these players going into the Championship. And Conway has got the early goal. And this is slightly worrying because we've really not got a foot on this game. And QPR do go ahead. And like I say, we could have really done with a cup run. And it's slightly disappointing that we are not really standing toe. I mean, we guess match stats wise, we're not too far away, but we're clearly in a pretty poor League One because these are only mid-table in the Championship, and we're not really doing that well. So I don't think we're in any. Even if we do go up, I don't think there'll be any shouts for a back-to-back promotion or anything like that to the Premier League. I think the step up from League One to the Championship looks like it might be pretty sizable because we are struggling today, but hopefully we can get ourselves up to their level and start getting some efforts on target. And Mahuka's there and Potter's there, and they've both had efforts blocked. Still 1-0 to QPR. Ridgeon into Potts. Can he get? He's gone wide for some reason. Can he get the ball in? He can't. That's not ideal. Obviously, at some point we might go with Potts off the pitch because he is just coming back. He's not fully fit. But he's fit enough for someone who's been out for so long. But still only the 1-0. And honestly, we've not been far away. We really should. Mahuka or Potts should have equalised there. And it should be 1-1. Evans is going on a run. The crazy little centre half. Ramsey, lovely ball in behind for Thompson. Can he square it? He tries to, but it's well cleared. And QPR get the ball away. Evans picks it up again. Ridgeon. Oh, I was wondering what happened there. It's half-time. Ridgeon was looking like he was going to go forward or out wide. But it is the half-time. The referee's blew his whistle. But yeah, not great. Stevenson looking very, very tired. We don't really have another left-back. I don't really know what the move is here. I think what I'm going to do is we'll play him a little bit longer. And if we're still 1-0, we'll move Schmidt over to the left, put Potts at right back, and then bring Greenwood on. And maybe move Thompson back out on the wing as well, because he seems to play a bit better on the wing. But we'll give it a couple of minutes. We'll obviously, hopefully, still only be 1-0, or hopefully get ourselves back in the game. This is a bit of a bug, and this occurs to me now and then. I don't really know what it is. It's like the highlight just sort of disappears. But something could happen here. We might score, or they might score, and I would never know. It seems to move exceptionally slow until the highlight's done. So you really just have to read the little things at the bottom. It's definitely a bug. And we've scored. Mahikas, we'll never know. We'll never know how good the goal was. Apparently there was no assist, so how on earth it's happened, I don't know. But Mahika scored an equaliser. So I don't really want to bring Potter in at right back now. Stevenson may just have to suffer through the fitness because we don't really want to go that attacking with an attacking, a winger basically. He's got 3 tackling. He's not a right back, but he can play there. But it's really when we're chasing a game, not when we're level. But it's 1-1. Who knows how Mahika scored, but it had to be him. Stevenson, for someone with not much pace. Oh, I was going to say not much pace, not much little heart stamina left. Did really well there. And tell you what, we've grown in the game. We've absolutely grown in the game. Thompson really close to getting us ahead there, but unfortunately it does remain 1-1. But that's definitely a bug where I just don't see the highlight. Let me know if you've also experienced that, because it's a bit of an odd one. What another bug I've been experiencing is sometimes, usually for the other team, their shirt doesn't appear always on the number, and I just get the number. So as you can see, the rest of them all have their away kit over the number, but I don't see that. I just see it. Right, Stevenson is absolutely knackered. I'm going to give it a little bit longer because I don't want to leave it too late. Evans is also really tired, but I don't want him getting injured because we don't really have another left back. So we are having to be a little bit careful. Ramsey's looking really tired. There's a lot of tired legs out there. So I think we're going to do it now and just go for it. We'll just go and chase the winner. Stevenson's, he's actually held on to his fitness, not too bad. We're going to make a change. We're going to bring Greenwood on, but play him up front and put Thompson out wide. And that's the only change we're going to make for now. And if we have to make any more, we'll do it. But the back line are very, very tired. Potts is very tired. But hopefully Greenwood can get his first goal for the club. And what a time it would be as well. I don't know what would happen if this stays level. I don't think there's replays at this level anymore. I think it would just maybe go to penalties or maybe even extra time. If that's the case, we'd have to do our subs much closer to the 90th minute to make sure we get that extra sub. But Mahuka, we don't really have the bench anyway. Swings it in. Greenwood's there. Oh, Greenwood, that's terrible. It's a really poor header, and maybe this is why he's only a decent League 2 player. That's such a poor finish. It was a good ball in, and honestly, he should do better. If that's Mahuka on the header, I think that's going in, or it's at least going on target. But 3 minutes left. We'll make a few more changes just so we get all of our subs. We'll bring Roddy on for Lindores. And I don't really want to take Mahuka off. I guess what we'll do is we'll put Greenwood out wide and bring Hayden Snape. Professor Snape hasn't played a lot for me off camera, I'll be honest. But, on camera, he was always a bit of a hero. So we'll bring Professor Snape on. We've got a very late highlight here. If we've got a late winner here, I'm going to erupt. Stevenson swings it in. It's cleared. Can the right back get there? Can Schmidt get a ball in? A late ball in. Schmidt swangs one in. Thompson's there. Roddy on the edge of the box. From distance in the 94th minute. Mansfield 2, QPR 1. We are going through to the 4th round. What a substitution. He comes on, bang, scores the winner. Shane Roddy, what a man. What a late winner that is. Absolute genius substitution from me. And we've progressed into the next round of the FA Cup. We got some money for it as well, which is great because we definitely needed it. So brilliant stuff. We're going to have a 4th round fixture in the FA Cup, which is probably where we'll come back next because I don't know how far away in the future that will be. But I guess we'll just come back for the FA Cup because, like I say, the league is pretty much taking care of itself. So I think we'll just pretty much come back for the FA Cup. We don't really have a lot of money left. We don't really expect any business. If anything happens interesting, exits or anything like that, then maybe we'll come back for the end of Jan to talk about it. But other than that, I think we'll just go to that next game in the FA Cup because, like I say, the league is pretty much taking care of itself. So that's going to do it for now. We'll leave it there. But yeah, what a winner from Shane Roddy. Unbelievable. 94th minute. What a man. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman. And I'll see you all for more very soon.